Alright, fellas, I wasn't gonna make another video. I just finished making the other one, but the lighting was perfect, so I figured, what the hey? Take a look at these items, and it's a beautiful day because I have the day off, and that always makes it wonderful. Got a nice cup of coffee, and so during the pandemic lately, I've been like everybody else, stuck inside, not able to do the usual routines. And I've missed going to the coin shop, and they're actually still closed, my LCS, but they do appointments, so I guess that's something. And I emailed them. I'm not really looking to buy weight silver, and gold's kind of a little pricey now, anyways. So I've just been my inner coin collector has been yearning for some new additions. So I told them I was looking to get some junk silver, world foreign silver, and yeah, they said come on by, check what we got. The only ones here I didn't pick up today were these couple bronze coins that I had a little while. We got a nice penny. Well, actually, it's a half penny from Australia. Got a kangaroo on there, pretty cool. And yeah, I guess I'm a bit of a coin nerd. It's not all bullion. I like the history of money. Oh, I think I just screwed something up in my settings. What did I do there? Okay. Hope I didn't wreck it. Okay, so this is an older one. And this one's really cool. Peruvian, I do believe. 1941, but their design is killer. Just killer. What do you think? Look at all the detail on it. Now they have a silver version too, so maybe one day, if I'm lucky enough, I can find the silver. But yeah, I mean they had mixed varieties. I told them I was interested in English silver or Commonwealth, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Was getting into like florins, shillings, pence, all that. They had a little. The English, they mostly only had 50%. I didn't want to buy a ton of it. But they had some interesting ones like this half crown. Pretty cool looking. Only 50%, believe it or not, from 1923. King George V. Heavily toned on this bad boy. Got some Canadian silver, so I don't have a lot of Canadian junk. I think I kind of frowned on it being 80%, but now my inner coin collector just wants examples for the treasure box, right? Because it's fascinating, and it's also fascinating the purities these countries choose. Sometimes it seems like they're throwing a dart at the board, whether it's 80%, 75%, 60%, 50%, 40%. Kind of crazy. Other Australians, I'll just pick them out. I don't think there's a ton. It's funny, I barely had any silver Canadian quarters. Where'd it go? Here it is. Yeah. So I need to find some more of those. And this is pretty much how I like it. I don't like them to be totally mint state. Sometimes they look a little too proof-like. Oh, that's actually Australian. So we'll put those aside. Now, Australia fortunately kept, I believe it was 80% silver up until 1944 or 45, kind of through the end of the war. So this is 50%. They went on like the English standard of 50% silver. Still cool. I mean, this is King George. Oh, well, I guess it's not. Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, her father died in 53, I think. But that's a sixpence, really neat. About the size of a dime, I guess, maybe a tad larger. Let's just pull out the other Australians. Now this one is beautiful. It's mint state luster on this, florin, which is 2 shillings, 50% silver. You can't argue with that coin. By the way, all these I got rated around spot price. And in fact, they let me trade. I had some generic silver, and I don't have to pay tax on it if I trade for it. Now these were interesting. I've been wanting to get more South African silver. I don't know a ton about it. And this is a silver rand, one of their founders. As you know, the Dutch colonized in the 1600s. I guess it was the Dutch East India Company, Cape Town. And a lot of them became farmers, but yeah, I'd have to look it up. I'm not sure who that is. 1965, 1 rand. You got like a springbuck, I think. Beautiful. Now this one is like a proof-like finish, which I don't know if I appreciate that always on a coin, but it was well done. It's quality coin, nice reading on it. And I'll just quickly mention South Africa. I think I already did. Yeah, they kept, well, like Australia, or now I'm confusing them with Australia. They had sterling originally. I guess they went to 50% silver, I think. And then, well, I guess maybe they did. Now I'm totally confused. Maybe it's 80% silver through World War II. And then I know they went to 50% silver. But for some reason, they kept the 1 rand coin at 80% silver as a legacy item. You know, keep some semblance of purity. And I don't know when they stopped. Maybe the early 70s. But those are cool. And then I was able to snag some. For some reason, they had a lot of. Alright, I've been cut off again. Ran out of storage. For some reason, I forget where I was. I was talking about South African money, the 80% rand. Oh, and so the store had a lot of 3 pence. So I grabbed some. Pretty cool. And these are silver. I think these were all 50% silver. Cool coin. You know, it's got that, they use a D for pence, and it's a reference to a silver denarius from Roman times, Roman Britain. Anyways, we'll keep moving. Oh, here's another Canadian dime. I don't like these. It's a very weak strike. Canada seems to be lazy on their coin design. I mean, it's nice design, but the way they translated that onto their coins leaves a lot to be desired. It looks like a slick, and yet it's, you know, brand new. Anyways, not well executed. The other thing, I asked him if they had anything else, and he said, well, I got some Philippine coins. And I said, well, very interested. So I got a bunch of those, and these are in good shape. They're all very, very cool. That's most of it, I think. Good amount. So I guess they use a 50 piece, 50 centavos. Smaller than a $50, bigger than a quarter. Very nice. Got the volcano. Oh, and it flips like an American coin. Nice. United States of America. 1944. They made a lot of these right towards the end of the war, I guess. I guess we must have retaken the Philippines from the Japanese around 43, 44. Started moving towards Japan. Now these are 75% pure, so that's, you know, interesting. Here's a 20 piece. 20 centavos. And this is an older one here. Looks really neat. It's 20 or 50 actually. Yeah. 1918, end of World War One. But yeah, these are really cool. I got some in the collection. Yeah, great. These are some 20 centers. Silver. This was interesting. I guess this one's 80%, maybe. Gustav V looks like Swedish. King. And yeah, it's one crown. Norway and Sweden used a crown. I don't know if the weights translate into the English imperial system. Probably not. Oh, this is a cool coin. Australian shilling. It's got a ram. Looks pretty darn cool. This one's really good shape. You can tell. Not worn much at all. Now, I thought these were cool. I didn't realize Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, which I think was founded around the end of World War One. Take a swig here. They used the British system. They followed the leader, their big trading partner, as much as they hate the English. They kept the shillings, pence, pennies, pounds, all that. And what's interesting, even though the British moved to 50% silver after World War One, Ireland managed to, the brand new Republic of Ireland kept 80% on their larger coins. Now, the threepence and the sixpence, or the tanner, I believe those were nickel. But the larger ones, and this is a cool design, it's very worn, but this is a shilling, an Irish shilling. They spell it a little differently. It's got an S on it. 80% silver. It's got a beautiful harp on it for Ireland. It's got some toning on this one. And I think it's got Gaelic. So, 1928. Erin, Ireland. Don't know Gaelic, I'm afraid. A lot of the rest of these are, well, here's some more Philippine. Another nice older Philippine one there. What's the year on it? 1908. Cool. This one's got some luster on it. Very nice. I'm sure it's late war. Yep, 45. Then I was able to get some more of that British 50% stuff. This one's probably South African, yeah. So these little ones are the threepence. Very small silver coin, but cool. And here we got a tanner. I think it's a shilling. So it's all 50%. English shilling. Now I read somewhere the lion, if it's sideways, is English, and if it's facing you, it was Scottish. So the only one I had, I picked this one out. This one's pretty toned and dirty looking, but boy, this lion looks angry. This Scottish lion, he looks mad. He's not messing around. 1944. And like I said, I think if he's facing towards you, it was I don't know if they're minted in Scotland. You can actually see the Scottish flag on the left, so I don't know if that was on the other one. Let me check. No, I don't think it was. That's interesting. So there was no flag on this one, but you can see a Scottish flag there on the left. And I guess that's a thistle. It looks like a pineapple. But the English thistle. Very cool. And it's just got the king. This side looks a lot better. Better shape, that is. Yeah, and this is just some older, another florin 50%er. I'm going to try to get some more pure foreign silver, like the 80% Australian ran through 44, 45. And I'd like to get some Irish silver now, and the more Philippine silver. This one's in good shape, 41. It's a florin, 2 shilling. Here's another Irish one. Skillings. And again, you'll see it's the same size. Here we have another shilling, 43. You know, it's supposed to be the same size. And this must, well, actually, this was just random. It was, oop, boy, throwing everything here. Where'd it go? That was some random coin. I don't know. Focus. Malay. King on it. Oh, I didn't talk about the Austrian ones, but this is beautiful. Mint state luster on that one, 20 centavos. That's a beauty. I'd take more of those at spot price. I like that design too. I really like these Filipino coins more than I thought I would. They feel kind of light. I mean, they're 75%. I'd be interested what the other alloy is on it. But this is quality. Like, they did a good job. Unlike the Canadian mint. Sorry, Canadians, but you guys don't have strong strikes on the coin. So you can see even on a really old Philippine coin, it's still defined as definition. You can still see the image. Like Canadian coins. Look at this sailboat. Where is this thing? That's not going to give you any definition after a while. It's like flat. Anyways. Here's the 2 Austrian coins I picked up. Very cool. These are, I think, also 80%. I don't know as much about their silver standard or the money they used after World War II. Obviously, they were a part of the German Empire during World War II. And but afterwards, I guess they started up on their own, went back to their own money. This is beautiful. This one's got some toning on it. 25 skillings. Shillings. Österreich, Austrian Republic. Very cool. You got some, I didn't notice before, some coat of arms shields. Very cool. And some historic church, it looks like. This one's unbelievable. It's in like mint state. I think it's also 1950s. $25 shillings. Slightly different design. I felt like they had more shields on it. And that fella, whoever Franz Grillparzer is, 1964. So, yeah, it's interesting. A lot of the countries kept a more pure form of silver, but around 64, that was really around the end of it. Once the U.S. gave up trying to mint silver coins, anybody else who was still putting in the effort kind of threw in the towel around 64. Like I said, I want to look up more on that South African rand because it almost seemed like they kept making these in silver through the early 70s almost. I have to check that. Could be interesting. I don't know if they would be in circulation. Maybe they were proof sets. But yeah, here's another Tanner. Oop, I didn't show the reverse of a sixpence. I don't know what those initials are. GRJ, I think. Could be like for George, Rex, Imperator. Not really sure. Good one. Oh, here's an interesting one. Now this one's really dirty, well, really toned. You got the old King George. Well, actually that's Edward, I think. Yeah, pretty well worn. But Hong Kong, 10 cents, 1904 silver. Yeah, that's about it. Long video as always. I apologize, but I thought these were really neat. Foreign silver. Can you dig it? Alright guys, I'd appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll try to do some more videos like this in the near future.